Hi everyone. In today's topic, we will be discussing that how to connect your Google API key in Google Colab. So why do we require this video now? Because like the projects we have made till now, we didn't require that API keys. But moving forward to little advanced project, we will be requiring the API's key connected with a Google Colab. And right now, if you see that here, our API key is not connected with the Google Colab. So before moving on to the projects, I want to discuss that how you can discuss how you can connect your API key with Google Colab. So before starting with that, let's discuss that what is an API key and all that. So here I have written an API. So let's start with the full form of API. So I think you must be knowing that the full form of API is application programming interface. Programming interface. Right. So let's start with what is an API. What is an API key? So if I say an API key is a unique secret code that identifies your application when it communicates with an online service. So you can think of a scenario or you can imagine just like this. Uh, uh, Whenever your username is who you are and your password and your API key is your password. So it is something like your authenticator and all. And so what happens is when your Python code sends a request to Gemini, Google checks the API key to verify that you are authorized to use the service or not. Okay. So now coming to what is an Gemini API key. So later we will be using like models of Gemini, like Gemini 2.5 Flash or Gemini 3.5 Flash. Here we will be using all this API key. So for that I am explaining you with these models. These are the models actually, Gemini models. So here we'll be using the API key, and for that only I am making this video. So let me explain that what is Gemini API key. So what is Gemini API key? So basically a Gemini API key is a key provided by Google that allows developer to access Gemini models. So okay. So and what we can use it more, we can use it for generating text. Okay. Generating text. What more? Summarizing a document. Summarizing a document. Next, we can use it for creating a code. Creating a code. Next is building chatbots. We will be also doing a project on chatbot where we will be using it. Chatbots. Next is analyzing an image. Analyzing image. And what more? Creating AI agents. Creating AI agents. And many more. Right now I am remembering only this, but many more you can use for we can use. So now coming to next, why do we need a Gemini API key? So the question is that why do we need a Gemini API key. So basically Google needs to, like, it is for I'm saying from the Google point of view, like Google why needs it. So basically it wants to know that who is it wants to identify that who is making a request. Identify who is making a request. Next, track usage. And in layman language, if I say just want to like apply rate limits, which I'm using, track usage, prevent abuse, apply rate limits, apply rate limits, bill users if applicable. Okay, so these are the some of the reason why that the Google wants to use an API key. Now coming, why do we store API key in? So why store API keys in Google Colab? Okay, so the problems which we face is anyone who sees the notebook can steal the key. If you upload the notebook to GitHub, the key become public. So we should always use like Google API key, like the which is hidden from notebook code, more secure and easy to manage. Okay, so what are Google Colab secret? Next is, what are Google Colab secrets? Okay, so Google Colab secrets are the secure storage system inside Google Colab. They allows you to save what all the things. First is API key, API keys. Second is tokens. Third is passwords. Fourth is environment variables. Okay, these are the things and these all the things are without being displayed directly in the code. Okay, next coming on, how to create a Gemini API key. So for this, let's go to our Google Colab, and you have to go to this key. Here we can see that there is no Google API key. So for creating it, you have to visit a website named as Google AI Studio API keys. Okay, this one, and here you have to log in. When you will log in over here, you will come to this page of API keys. You will first come to dashboard and then comes to API key. Here you have to create an API key, and I will be pressing on create key, and it is creating the key. It may take a minute. Yes, right now it is here, and I have to copy the key. One thing, keep in mind, do not share this API key with someone. After this video, immediately I would be deleting it, so that because someone can like misuse it and use this key on its name. So I have just copied this API key over here. Here I will be adding click on add new secret. So you know how to come this. We have to like go to this key one. Here I have to add new secret. I would be writing Google underscore API key, and over here I would be pasting it. Okay, and I have to like give it the notebook access. It is done, and again I will rerun this code. It wants to grant access, so I would be granting it. And here you can see that API key loaded successfully. Next, we can use it in Gemini 2.5 Flash model and all that, but I will show you in the projects, not over here. So this was that. And if you like want to know that like there are some of the errors also, and here that okay, in this code I have from imported Google Colab, I've imported user data. So I want to explain what is user data. It is because from user data we are getting the API key. So let me explain what is user data. So what is user data? So user data is a Colab utility that allows Python code to retrieve secrets stores in the in the Colab secrets panel. Okay, so without user data, Python cannot access Colab secrets. Okay, and common errors, if you want to like discuss common errors. First one is secret not found error. Okay, so what happens is whenever you write a wrong name, it shows the secret not found error. What you can do that for that you can check the exact name. Okay, now come to second, wrong secret names. So wrong secret, let me write. For the problem is like if the someone like if someone is writing Google, like it is okay, let me show you in that. So if it is written that API key in capital letters, and here someone has put in small letter, so this error will be showing wrong secret name. What is the solution for this? That the names are case sensitive, so you have to write in case sensitive language. Like if it is small case, you have to write in small case, and if it is uppercase, we have to write in uppercase. Third error which you can face while loading API key is notebook access denied. So third is notebook access denied. So what happens is sometimes it is saying permission error and secret not found error. So what we have to do is enable notebook access. The pop-up came when I was also doing, if you remember, that was an like it was asking to giving the permission. So I have to give the notebook access to the API key. Okay. And if I write the fourth one is invalid API key. So what happens, sometimes it gives the error 401 unauthorized. So what you can do is generate a new key from Google AI Studio, and believe me, this is the best practice. If you are having any issues with the API key which you are using, just generate a new API key. It is free of cost, and like if I have made one, you can like delete that one and make another from Google AI Studio. Next is your, it is which number? Fifth one, right? Fifth one is expired or deleted key. So if a key is old, it will stop working. So for that, you can just create a new key and update the secret. Next is whether the key loaded successfully or not. You can check that, and you can just print if the API key is API key loaded successfully, else API key not found. I have just used it API key load successfully, else I can use that API key not found. So if and else. So security, we should also like what for security of an API key security. I will tell you the best practice and what you have to never do. Never upload API keys to GitHub. We should also never share screenshots showing keys, hardcode keys in notebooks, post keys in YouTube videos. Always use Colab secrets, regenerate compromise keys, keep notebook access enabled only when needed. Okay. So this was in this video, and we will be like I hope you understood that how to like connect Google API key, and this was from my side. Thank you everyone.